Hey guys, welcome back to my home. What a crappy day it is outside. It is raining and drearing, and it's also snowing and sleeting and icing out there. It is a typical crazy New England day, and Mother Nature has no idea what she wants to do today. But I know what I want to do today. So we are going to head on up to the studio, and I am going to share with you two super easy DIYs I've been waiting to do. One is a thrifting, repurposing makeover that comes out amazing, and the other is a gorgeous Dollar Tree craft. So let's head up to our studio and ignore Mother Nature's meltdown. I found this candle holder at Savers for $3.99, and Lord knows I definitely don't need a candle holder. Plus, I'm not a real fan of how it looks. But when I saw it, I didn't see a candle holder. I actually saw a place to keep live plants, but it is not watertight, so I had to think outside the box, and that's where those two drinking glasses behind it come from. I also picked those up from Savers. The pair was $1.99. So that is going to become one gorgeous new item completely. And then next to that, I have a jar from the Dollar Tree, some Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree, and two glass candlestick holders from the Dollar Tree. I also have a battery operated strand of lights. I don't know where they came from. There's a pile of garland that's like this wild, crazy, sparkly thing. I have no idea if I'm going to use it or not, but I pulled it out anyways. And we have some reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree. Using all of these items, I am going to create two amazing projects. The Dollar Tree craft is super cute and one everybody's going to want. And repurposing this candle holder comes out amazing. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. Savers had this taped up really good, so I need to get that off before I can start with anything. And if you find yourself removing tape from something that leaves a lot of sticky residue behind, the easiest way to get that off is to just use some rubbing alcohol. I like to put it on a cotton ball and you rub it over the adhesive that's stuck there and it comes right off. Now I'm actually going to bounce into the other project because I need to actually do something to that so it can sit and cure. So what I'm going to do is take the two candlestick ends and using some E6000 glue and also some hot glue to make it work right then and there, I am going to glue the two small ends of the candlestick holders together. I want to make sure all of my lines line up completely. If any glue goes over and squishes out, just use a knife carefully. I have a crafter's blade, slices it right off perfectly. You definitely want to take it off, though don't leave any overage there. And then once that's done, I am actually going to spray this piece black. I want it to be a black base, so I want to get that done now so it has time to sit and let the paint cure. Okay, so these cylinders sit in the base, but they don't hold water, and I want it to hold water. So these fit in there perfectly, and this will act as the base inside, but I don't want you to see it. So I had an idea using reindeer moss from Dollar Tree. And like attempting to cover the glasses with it. And then put it in so it'll like hide it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to attempt to cover the glasses with reindeer moss and hot glue. Now you could use the E6000 on this and really get that moss on there, but I'm going to use a hot glue because I can actually remove that at some point if I want, much easier than trying to do the E6000. The hot glue will actually pull off of the glass when and if I want to change the look of this. So hot glue is the way to go. That's why I'm doing it. I love that this already has a black base. That means I don't have to do anything to it to prep it for the rub and buff, which I want to put on it. I'm going to actually use the antique gold and I am going to go over the entire finish of this Once Upon a Time candle holder. I want it to be heavy in some spots, streaky in others, light. I want it to look like an aged patina, and I love rub and buff for that. You could use any shade you wanted on this. Black is an incredible background for rub and buff. I think the gold tones look better with the black, but truly you could use silver and it would be fine. I'm more of the gold girl, so I'm going to get this on there and just change the appearance drastically with a few strokes of my paintbrush. That's it. This project is done and ready to go up on the wall. The spot that I was thinking is in my dining room, and it's been the same corner since I did my dining room transformation. If you'd like to watch that, I will link that above for you. But I just kind of want to change things up. I get bored. I love switching things around in my home. This is an easy way to bring in something different. And I'm going to take the basket down and bring some life to this corner. Like I said, I want to put plants in here. I think that is the perfect addition to this. I can get rid of the fake plants that are in my water cascade below it. I want to change this corner up. I might even get rid of the water cascade for a little while. I am not sure, but for right now, the plants are coming out and I am going to get this up on the wall. I am super impressed with how this came out. I love the moss between the glass. You can't see the glass in there. This works perfectly. It's beautiful. It elevates the color, brings even more green to that corner. Now I'm gonna go over to my plant and get some clippings off of there. One, that is super good for the plant. It allows it to give more nutrition closer to the roots and sprout more. It's not trying to get nutrition to these long tentacles hanging down. And two, I can use those long tentacles, cut them off, and propagate them into new plants. So that is what this is for. I'm gonna add water into these glasses. Perfect, totally watertight. You couldn't do it without it, and I'm gonna get my pieces of plant in there and just arrange them, and how freaking gorgeous is this corner now? I am so in love with this. I am in love with the green against the white wall. I think this is absolutely beautiful and stunning. And I put it together for less than $10. And I mean, that's super generous. It was probably more like 6 or 7 to put this whole thing together. And now I have a gorgeous wall sconce plant holder. I am in love. See, you have to think outside the box. I totally did not need any type of a candle holder for my wall, but oh yeah, I can always make room for plants. I love having plants in the home. They actually help produce oxygen and they are fabulous to have throughout your house, especially if you have children. Put some plants in the baby's room or your kids' room. Trust me, it just benefits everybody all the way around. And now this corner is gorgeous. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you in love with this corner or what? All right, now let's finish up the second project because this is super duper easy as well. Now, this project is going to be a form of a nightlight, if you will, and I want to kind of frost the glass. And the easiest and cheapest way to do that is to use some Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree. Just paint it all over the clear glass evenly, make sure everything is coated and covered. And when it dries, it actually looks frosted. I love the pattern of the diamonds on this. I think that's actually going to add to the look of the nightlight as well. They had a multitude of ones to choose from. I just thought this would have the best look to it. So once again, I'm going to paint my Mod Podge all over it and let it dry. I found a random finial laying around my craft room, and I thought that would actually be perfect on the top of my nightlight. So I am going to spray paint that black, and I'm also going to paint the jar cover black. Now, I'm going to actually use a product I highly recommend called Museum Wax. This is something that every home needs to have. It's great for wonky candles that don't sit right, pictures that like to tilt off to the side, knickknacks that you want to ensure are not going to tumble over if a child runs by. This is the stuff for you. You just pull a little bit out and you set it on whatever it is you want. In my case, I'm going to use it to hold my lid in place so I can paint it. It comes right off. It's removable. It's not a permanent thing, but it securely holds things in place. And I love it for a multitude of reasons. This is not sponsored by them by any stretch of the imagination, but get yourself some museum wax and you can thank me later. Completely secure, yet 100% removable. This product is an absolute must in every house. I promise you. The Mod Podge has dried on the jar, and as you can see, it gives it this frosted, beautiful look that I love. I think it just elevates it a little bit more. It's not just plain see-through glass. I think it brings it up to the next level, and it is a super easy way to change something. Dollar Tree Mod Podge all the way. Now I'm going to take my dried lid and I'm going to leave that museum wax right inside of there because I'm going to use it with the lights. But I am going to attach the lid to the top of my black tower. And I'm going to do that using my E6000 glue. And I'm also going to use a little hot glue so it gives me some instant grab. Now, personally, I think this is too much shiny black. So, you guessed it, I am going to add a little rub and buff to this piece, and I'm going to give it a little aged patina. Again, I'm going to use the antique gold rub and buff. You could use whatever one you want. And I am just going to add character and striations and color wherever I deem it necessary. Again, what a huge difference this makes. It truly does elevate the piece entirely. You could leave it plain if you wanted, but this is what brings it to the next level. So I love it. Now I am going to get the lights out and I am going to just untangle them and we're going to get them inside of our glass jar. I'm going to set the on off switch right there into that museum wax and it just holds it in place nicely. Now I'm just going to put the thing together and then there's only one thing left to add. I'm going to take that finial that I spray painted black and again using the E6000 glue and a little bit of hot glue so it can immediately bond. I'm going to add this to the top center of my nightlight. How cute is this, guys? Oh my gosh, I love this. You could embellish it even further, but this is good enough for me. It's exactly what I wanted, and I can't wait to set it in my home. Whether you use this as a decoration in your home or as a true nightlight, this is a surefire, super easy, unbelievably fabulous DIY from the Dollar Tree. It costs less than $5 to make this entire piece, and I personally think it came out amazing. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Would you use this as regular decor or would you use it as a nightlight? If you like the DIY projects that you've seen here, I would love you to give this video a thumbs up. That totally helps my channel out, and I would super appreciate that from you all. Also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, now is a great time to do so. I have so much more content, super fun DIYs, and some fabulous pocket change renovations that I am doing to my kitchen that you are definitely not going to want to miss. They are absolutely fabulous. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me again in my home today on this craptastic New England day. I hope the weather's a lot better where you guys are. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.
You know where to go if you follow that heart. One step at a time. We all play our